Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kingdom Gaming Podcast. My name is NujumKey, and as you can see on our little screen there, I only have one guest with me today, Mr.
Hello.
Mr. Ibni. Is that what you want me to call you?
You can call me what you want. I go by many names, but yeah, I'm Ibni 00.
What other names? You go by
Um,
Koala?
okay, I was going through a phase
You go
of
through.
loving
You go
koalas.
by Fire Trainer. Fire Koala Trainer.
I was going through a phase of loving koalas and at the same time playing Pokemon. So I thought I won't put anything to do with Pokemon on, and I'll have a koala. For people who don't know what we're talking about, which is everybody watching
Well, they have your
that's
name under a Torchic right now.
yeah. Other than that, I have a koala as my Skype photo.
Yeah, people were saying actually that we should move to Google Plus because we can see our faces then. And I'm like, I'm okay with people seeing my faces, but I don't know how my friends are, especially my IRL friends.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I mean, I've already. I guess I really wouldn't care because I've already shown my face on my channel. But
So have I. Well, not on my channel. I've shown it on my Twitter a lot.
what the
Especially
heck
last
is?
time. Every
It's
time I
saying I
wear a
have one.
suit,
Yeah.
I,
On
I,
Skype, it's saying I have like one recent, and there's nothing here.
is it because I started to call? Because that came up for me as well.
Oh, you should have seen my face just now. It just lit up with just. Oh my god!
That moment.
Shall we get started?
Why not? I mean, we could just go on for 2 minutes talking about nonsense. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So, I want your guys' input, because last time we had 4 people. Well, last time we had 3 people. The first. This is. Let me.
Take a
Welcome
breath. Take a
to the
breath.
Kingdom Gaming Podcast, episode 3. Today is a sort of patch up podcast because yesterday's podcast, technically this week's podcast, was kind of bad and we didn't really go over the news I was hoping to. So I figured today we'd just grab Ibni here and
Hi.
we'd have some fun, test out how going for 2 people instead of 4 people would sort of work out the. Hopefully we talk more and
Yeah.
more productively than yesterday, which might have been because I had a little kid on yesterday who was just. I mean, he's adorable, and I like him because he was okay with helping me out, but he was also very annoying. Nonetheless, our first topic today. This is actually really recent. One of the first topics from yesterday was that a 5-year-old cracks the Xbox One security, and you were interested in this, so we'll start this off.
How? Is Xbox just that bad?
He discovered a simple flaw where this is patched, by the way, so if you want to go on your Xbox
Oh,
One and
darn
try
it!
this, it's not going to work.
Because I totally have an Xbox One. Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second,
PS4 the
but
way.
what he did was he went on his dad's Xbox One, and his dad had just logged out, so he tried to log in on like a fake password, and that didn't work. So what he did, he tried putting as many spaces as there were characters, and it logged him in. He had access to all of his dad's credit card information, and so he could
Uh-huh.
just buy as many games as he wanted. And to a little kid, that
It's just that moment when a little kid walks into a candy store and his eyes just light up.
yeah, no.
I can just
I
see.
can
I can
imagine
just
him
see.
going on like I don't know, Farmville, buying all the tractors, all the plants. I don't even know.
I thought you meant he hacked Xbox One security and he got into like
Oh no, he just got
admin
into
files and he just
he just got
ruined it.
credit card information without knowing his dad's password,
Uh,
which still would have
you
been.
scared me there. I thought Xbox was that bad, but no, it was his dad's fault.
I mean, with a title like 5-year-old breaks Xbox One security,
You just
the power of news companies. Uh,
oh,
I've mentioned before I only use 2 websites to get my gaming news, and I'm not sure if it's flawed or not, but hey, it works. Which consoles do you have?
I have like 5 or 6. I have a Game Boy. I have like the original Game Boy. I have an NES and SNES.
Oh
I can't,
snap!
I got like the Retron 2, which comes with the NES and the SNES bundled
You
together.
got the freaking. Oh my god! How old are you? That's a weird
I would not like
sentence.
to disclose that information. I'm very I like though.
I'm
Well,
18,
I
and
actually
first system I ever had was like the Game Boy Color.
the first one I ever had was a PlayStation 2. I was the I think I was the only kid that had a console when I was at school. Are you there? All right.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry. I was the only kid that had a that was into gaming when I was at school, so I was that kid.
I was
And
one of
then
3 kids who was into gaming, and we had like our own little group, completely separate from all the basketball
nowadays,
players.
yeah, nowadays it's just a mix now because there's so
Oh my god, no.
gaming
My
has just be
sister, right? So she goes to school, and she's in first grade, and there's a kid who knows GTA. And
well,
I was scared to whole heck. What's this kid got? Because Sarah plays Poke Park, the Pokemon Park for the Wii,
uh huh.
and she's really good at it, actually. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie. Yeah, well, she's scared as heck of the attractions, but basically, if you don't know what Poke Park is, it's like you play as Pikachu, and you go and you either play tag with other Pokemon, or you battle them, or you play with them on these sort of modified roller coaster mini game things that are called attractions, and they're a lot of fun. So,
I've never played. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. You just explained the whole game to me. I'm guessing.
um, well, that's really it. You unlock new zones and new Pokemon by playing with the old Pokemon. So it's like you beat Bonsai in Hide and Go Seek, and Sudowoodo will come out, and then you beat Sudowoodo, and then it's like, oh, by the way, you have like 30 friends. Next zone unlocked. You beat
Oh, I've
Venusaur.
heard.
Next
Yeah,
zone
now.
unlocked.
Oh, I'm snapping my fingers now. If you can't hear me, uh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but to go back to your earlier question, you might hear some barking in the background. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I have a
He's our
PS2.
third guest here.
I have a PS2, a Game Boy, a DS. What else? What else? Oh, I have an Xbox 360, PS4. I just got that. A
Ooh.
Wii, and the NES and the SNES. And my sister just recently visited back from Canada. She's much older than me, and she went and bought. She actually was during the time where those games were popular. She went and bought me Mario Kart and what's it called? What's it called? The Lion King, which is actually I was surprised. It's a
The
pretty fun
Lion
game.
King?
Yeah, I believe it. It's a
That's a
pretty fun
game?
game. Yeah, there's a King game on the SNES, and it was actually pretty fun.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of funny to me.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
I suppose I should mention, yesterday I said I had a Wii U. I was planning on getting one, but then that, but then, I was looking through laptops because I'm gonna go to college soon. Freshman year is gonna start soon.
congratulations.
Thank you. And so, I'm getting basically a laptop to use at the college, and I
So
was
you bought
looking
that?
through, and I was like, I don't want like just like a Chromebook for like $200.
Yeah.
I want the dual core i5 processor, latest Dell computer that's like over $1,000, right?
So no Wii U for you.
Nope. Decided to be a bit more
I'm actually
cost efficient.
I'm one of the guys that actually supports the Wii U. I think it's a nice console. I mean, it started off rough, but now all the complaints about it are
It's
they're
still
just
pretty rough, dude. Like,
and it's going through a rough phase at the moment.
it's
But
mainly like no one's playing the Wii U, so you can't.
yeah,
There's not really much good
I know, but
things to say.
the games are actually pretty good. My cousin has one, and I've been playing the games that has. They're pretty like the new Mario game's really good.
Okay,
Like
so
like
I watched an entire Let's Play of the new 3D Land, and I was like, "Oh, I want it so bad, but I have to buy a Wii U, and there's no other games I'm liking right now." Pikmin
well,
3, I
Pikmin
was
three.
like
It
super hyped
was
up about, but I'm one of those guys who's like, don't just follow the hype for hype's sake, because Pokemon X was a total disappointment for me
It was. I mean, it was fun. Like
for
my
like the
cousin,
first
like yeah,
30
my cousin let
hours.
me. My
Right?
cousin's also a big gamer, but he's more of a Nintendo person.
Hey,
My
so am I,
cousin,
dude.
my cousin lent me his 3DS for like a week, and I played it, and I was super hyped, and then realized there's only 70 Pokemon,
70 new ones, yeah.
70 new ones, and
That's an
the last
interesting
like the
issue.
and the Pokemon Diamond, which is the one I have right now, it had 649 Pokemon, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, now the
So
Pokemon Bank's opened up and I've been playing. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm like trading on the GTS right now.
I was thinking about playing Windcraft right now, but I decided I'd rather not.
Hmm.
I
But,
get distracted.
oh crap, what was I talking about?
We got really off
Wii
topic, didn't we?
U. No, the releases on the Wii U. No, that wasn't even what we were talking about. The Xbox One. Be correct. I'm terrible.
And you were complaining about the little kid that was on
Well,
yesterday.
we don't talk about that
We got from
here.
the X first rule of Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club. I already made that joke before the podcast started, but
It's okay. I love reusing old stuff. Oh, that sounded dirty.
uh,
Microsoft giving
my-
Microsoft is giving away a free week of Xbox Live Gold by to anyone who was affected by the sign-in issues back on March the 11th, which was like a day.
so
Um,
basically, the thing that you get when you buy Halo 2, you're getting for free. Not Halo 2, Halo 4.
was
Stupid,
Halo 2
stupid.
even on the Xbox
I think
360?
it was on the Xbox. I'm not sure. To Wikipedia!
But anyways, they're giving out Microsoft Live Gold, which I was at first like, oh, that's really nice of them. And then I looked at it, and the evil part of my brain was like, they just want people to try out Gold.
And it's like that shady guy
It's that
in the
free sample.
yeah, it's
They're
that
trying to
free
get you
sam.
hooked. And now I just feel bad because Microsoft has been like, they're like all talking all about reform lately, and they're like, oh, we're gonna try something new. So this might just be their way
When
of
I get
reform.
it. Oh, sorry. Continue. Sorry.
So this might just be part of their like reform strategy. Like, hey, we're gonna be all about the gamers. You know, we inconvenience you by having sign-in errors, and we might have gotten hacked, and your credit card might have been compromised. So
Here's a free week
here's,
of Xbox Live.
yeah, you know, go nuts, play some games. We all love those.
I mean, really, even people who I'm sure everyone's played a video game in their life at least once or will.
Man, freaking ever
In
since
this,
the casual market took off with the iPhones,
Candy Crush.
ugh, I hate Candy
Do
Crush.
you know they valued their company at $7 billion?
That's not even the stupidest part. You're talking about King.com, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Have
yeah.
you heard all that copyright bullshit they've been pulling lately?
What
Trademarking candy, trademarking Saga, suing the.
they trademarked the word candy?
Yeah, where have you been?
To be honest, I haven't been on the internet for about a week.
It's not been on the week, it's been on for the past 6 months. We
Plus the
didn't even
fact that
talk about it.
I get all my news from the Daily Bite, and they only have 3 things a
Hey,
day.
guess what? That's one of the two websites I use to write this paper. It's Polaris, Escapist Magazine, and GameSpot, but
I,
Escapist Magazine isn't the proper news site.
yeah.
I was looking at
I just
gamer.
realized I still got to record for tonight and put up my video.
Hey, you can record the footage right now. Just place an
Yeah,
FTL.
just be playing it while I'm going.
It's all podcast, man. They're just looking at a Torchic and a Bulbasaur. I'm a Bulbasaur, by the way. Bulbasaur!
Oh,
Bulba Bulba!
we skipped part of the news. We skipped Square Enix
I'm
returning to
jumping
its
around
roots.
trying to
Oh,
see
okay.
what's relevant because Square
Um,
Enix, we
yeah.
I don't
If you
know whether or not we covered that yesterday. I think that's one of the ones we actually properly covered. It might not hurt to talk about it. Would you like to talk about
um,
Square
I
Enix?
you can choose. I'm just here for the ride, dude.
Well, I don't mind talking about it because we had a huge debate yesterday about the JRPG. Let's start at the beginning. Square Enix is rethinking its bid to appeal to the mass market after Bravely Default, its latest JRPG, had massive success. Square Enix is
Oh, it had.
obviously
I'm glad that looked really fun.
really.
Yeah, it did. It looked really good.
I looked at it and I was like, this is one of those games that's gonna take way too long to get into. It's gonna be so much grind. You're gonna have to wait for like 8 hours to do anything if you don't have any friends on the game, which is basically what it is. But I, by the way, um, I'm personally a fan of Bravely Default. It's a good game. I tried the demo for like 2 hours, but
I didn't. I don't have a 3DS, so I can't play it. But
get a 3DS and
I
get One
know.
One X.
I just got a PS4. I can't. I can't get
Sell
another
it.
console for it.
Sell it. You don't need that.
I probably that'll be
Nintendo
the next thing I get.
FTW.
That'll be the
Um,
next thing I get because I want to support Nintendo in its time of need. They just did you see their stocks? They
yeah,
it was
but I'm
going
gonna be
up and
honest. I
up and
think they're
up
gonna
with the
be done.
3DS, and then
Yeah, no,
it's
they're
just
still
sad.
releasing most of their games on the 3DS because they know that's what people
Yeah.
have, which is kind of the problem with Nintendo right now, at least in my opinion, is that people don't have a reason to buy the Wii U other than, hey, it's a Wii U, it's the next thing. But all those like filthy casual gamers, let's say, um, they have their Wii, they have their iPhone, they're like flooded with games by now. They don't need a Wii U.
Yeah.
And so there's not
Um,
really a use for a new game system and a bunch of new games.
I had I was looking on I was watching um I can't even I'll think of it in a second, but there was this gif of Shigeru Miyamoto and whoever the other guy is.
Ooh, this
I
should be good.
he was holding a Wii, and money was just coming out of it, and he said his mouth was flapping up and down. It says it prints money.
Oh, I know that GIF. I saw it on Reddit the other day. That,
Oh, game theory. That's what it was. They
oh,
were
game
talking.
theory. Game
Yeah.
theorists, you mean?
Yeah, the game theorist. Fine.
Yeah, I used to watch his channel quite a bit. It prints money.
I was laughing so hard.
You wouldn't believe how much. There's still people who are like, the Wii U is a terrible console. I'm like, it outsold the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 by like 300 million units. Not 300 million, like 30 million units. So, clearly the numbers are against you here, although in fairness, the Wii was a lot cheaper than the PS3 was.
Yeah. I still don't get how they failed during the Christmas season. Maybe it's because everybody who wanted a Wii U had already bought a Wii U.
I don't know. I don't know, the Wii U is just not selling right now. But,
Yeah,
in
it's,
Square Enix's terms, because they clearly seem to be supporting the Nintendo side. They made Bravely Default for the 3DS, and it launched so well that Square Enix started rethinking how it makes games, because Square Enix is primarily a worldwide company maker. They make a lot of games that appeal to the
everyone.
world. Not sure
Yeah.
where I was going, but they made this game Bravely Default, which is kind of it's considered a hardcore JRPG, a Japanese RPG title that's mainly catered towards the Japanese fans, and they didn't realize how well it would do worldwide. Probably because Japan has such an influence on basically culture everywhere. Like even here in
Yeah.
America, there's like a crazy amount of people who are like, "Oh, Japanese is awesome," and then there's some
Crunchyroll.
Venus flytrap. I mean
But
Venus Angeles.
yeah.
Have you seen Venus Angeles?
Is it an anime?
No, Venus
No.
Angeles is a girl who's German who puts on makeup to make herself look like an anime character.
um, but just to go completely sidetracked, I just want to draw attention to this for one quick second. I'm sorry. Sword Art. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just ignore it. But Sword Art Online 2 coming out in July. Yay!
Sword Art Online 2.
Yes, it's an.
Ooh, I hated that so much. That ending was such a
Oh,
that
oh! I
was the
thought
worst. What? Did you run out of
I wanted
money?
to. No, I just wanted to punch that dude so bad.
Oh my
I
god.
really did. I mean, did you like the entire show?
Um, until they started making more female characters with mini skirts and just shoving them up. It's literally what it got
Yeah,
mid-season. I was like, oh, so we're
yeah.
going the
The
normal
first,
anime
the
route.
first, the first arc was pretty good. I thought.
Yeah, if you're gonna get into Sword Art Online, just read like the first three manga books, and you're good.
Read all the light novels for the first arc, and then for the second arc, you could read that too, just to get ready for the third season that's coming out, which they said is going to be. Actually, I don't think you'll like the third season, but it's a
I'm gonna be
continuation of the
honest,
story.
it's
So,
gonna be like Code Lyoko all over again. They're gonna bring it back, and we're all gonna know it's shit before we even look at it. It's
well,
gonna be
I'm.
like, watch it be like reality TV type of deal.
Oh no! It's centered around a new game. It's called Gun Gale Online
Gun what?
and Gun Gale
Not heard of
Online.
that.
Yeah, it's another part of the light novels, and apparently it's really rare to get a male character. So I guess that's why you're not gonna like it. Probably it's an American-made game,
Oh, dear.
and
Something I've
apparently
noticed, I
it's
hate every JRPG that's made by Americans.
it's also takes place 5 years in the future. This is what my friend was telling me after this next part, because he actually read all the light novels because he actually speaks and can read Japanese.
Uh,
Yeah.
tell your friend I hate him, and
Oh,
all people like him.
why?
Cause freaking Japanese people brag like, I'm not gonna say the word because I want my channel to be child friendly, but freaking anyone who can read Japanese, freaking anyone who speaks Japanese just talks about it to no end, and they're like 40
Okay.
episodes up ahead of us in Naruto, 25 episodes in One Piece. They're only like 200 episodes in Bleach or something crazy. It's like a ridiculously huge number
Oh,
in
Bleach is
Bleach.
done. Bleach is done
Bleach is done on the Japanese side. The
on the
mangas
English
are
side.
still coming out. I
Oh,
mean,
the manga. Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, I haven't watched any of the anime because after the first couple, I was just like, this is badly lip synced and it's interfering with my knowledge, and I like books better, so
Huh.
screw it.
Yeah, I pay $12 a month so I can read manga on Crunchyroll.
Ooh. I have a library that's like, hey, if you want a book, request it. I'm like, yes. Maniac McGee, Fault in Our Stars, Looking for Alaska, Paper
Uh,
Towns. I'm a
yeah.
John Green reader if you didn't notice.
Oh, and going back to what I was said, it might be different this time because apparently Kirito and
This
Asuna,
being
however you
Sword
put,
Art too, right?
yeah, this being started out too. I don't know how we got so off track, but it's 5 years later, and apparently they're married now. Although I'm not sure, he could just be lying to me. I'm not sure. He could
Listen,
just
if
be
they're
lying
not
to me.
married, the fan base is gonna rage, and if they are married, the fan base is gonna rage, so nobody wins in the end. Oh man. You know what? Balls to Square Enix. Xbox One's new boss is recalling their wrong decisions from the last summer and is now promising to put the gamers first.
Isn't that what
Um,
we were talking about with the Microsoft giving away a free Xbox Live Gold to anyone affected by this? Desu?
to an extent. This is a little bit.
Did you hear the Desu at the end?
Yeah, I did.
All right, sorry. All
Excuse me,
right.
I'm having some crazy burpage going on.
uh,
Um, where the heck is the article? I know I had it. I have like 12 tabs pulled up. This is what happens when you get distracted by Pokemon.
and anime.
Yeah, fun fact, you can't trade Arceus in Pokemon X and Y for some reason. It's annoying me because I have 3 of them that I imported from my last from my Black
The
2.
more you know.
Yeah. Here it is. In his first interview as head of Xbox, Microsoft's Phil Spencer acknowledged the company's shortcomings and promised a brighter future for Xbox One going forward. When I heard how our message resonated with people, some of the decisions that we made that I think were actually wrong decisions, we had decided to revisit. Um, Spencer did not say which policies he was referring to, but he's likely talking about the Xbox One's controversial use game and online check-in systems. Wait, didn't they change that
Yeah,
already?
I thought they changed that.
Which Microsoft's
Oh,
changed.
oh, from last summer. From last summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Though the past years has seen its struggles for Spencer and the Xbox team, he has also made clear that Microsoft has accomplished a lot in shipping the Xbox One. I would hope so.
I, I hope I don't. I'm probably gonna buy an Xbox One after I have enough money later on
Oh,
because
you're you're that
five
type of
hundred.
gamer.
Yeah, I'm not good. I mean, $500 really.
I'm not. I have a lot of issues with not just Xbox, with games in general right now. Consoles, really.
I'm a true blue PC gamer, but I have I have consoles in my house too.
I mean, so do I, but I'm still playing my PS3, and it's fine. We'll get on to PS3 later, but
Yeah, a bit.
heck, I'm still playing Pokepark with my little sister because she loves it. No, she got into My Sims Agents the other day, and she doesn't know
Oh
what to
no,
do.
no, no, no. We do not talk about My Sims. We do not talk about My Sims. We do not speak
Don't
My
worry, this is
Sims.
the good My Sims. This is
Please.
the one on the Wii, where they had cartoon characters.
Oh, scare me the first time I play. Just
No, My Sims Agents is like a detective game,
yeah, I
and
know.
I
I know.
was like
It's not a
getting.
very good one, but it's more for children. So
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I had a lot of fun with it, so I was like, hey, Sarah's a kid. She's in the audience this was designed for. And so I introduce her to it, and every time she can't figure something out, she just comes to me. And it's like literally every 2 minutes I have to go downstairs and like show her this is what you're supposed to
huge
do.
ham.
Because I've figured the game out heads and tails, and I'm not gonna lie, the environment's very pretty. The clues
For a
are
Wii game, it's pretty
obvious.
good. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed with GameCube graphics, man. I don't care about 1080p anymore. I'm just not
Yeah.
bothered by graphics at all. I just want my game to run at a good FPS.
Yeah.
But on the topic of Xbox, the company sold 3 million systems in under 2 months. An average of 5 hours per day on Xbox One has been spent by the peoples. Going forward, Spencer has vowed to deliver a gamer-first approach on the Xbox One since it's critical that Microsoft has an open dialogue. I
Mm.
mean, they're still a massive company that needs massive amounts of money to make video games. You can't really say you're gonna be all gamers first. You can't,
Yeah. I know.
but it's kind of a
I mean,
bold-faced
you
lie.
can say it, but it doesn't mean it'll be true.
It's one of those bold-faced lie things where I feel companies are just they just don't know
It's like
what they're talking
McDonald's
about.
saying that they care about their customers.
They care about your customers' diabetes.
Well, other than that,
We're taking very good care of your diabetes. Just come pick it up. $4.99.
$4.99 for diabetes.
Finally, Spencer stressed that the Xbox One has been a successful launch. He and his team still have a lot of work ahead of them. This is what drives him up to get. He gets up at every morning at 5:30 a.m. just to come to work. He says, so that's encouraging.
That's pretty good, unless it's a lie. I hope it's not. Hope he's not lying to journalists. Oh yeah, we donated like we
Someone's gonna
donated
like come out his house and just sit at his window at
just
5:30
sit.
a.m.
Got binoculars. I can just see that. Just some random guy just sitting
Plot
there with
twist: he leaves
binoculars.
at 5 a.m.
He leaves at 5:31.
He leaves at 5:29. He's even better.
I can just see him standing outside his door, just like, and he, as he's opening the door, he says, "Bye, honey. Who the heck are you?"
He just rolls out a cardboard cutout.
Or there's like the Solid Snake approach where like the guy who's spying is in like a cardboard box.
Ta-da! Uh, what's
Uh,
next? I don't think we've even really gone in depth with that story, but I feel like it's served its purpose.
it's kind of just it explains itself really.
Yeah. Super
And in
Smash
other news
Bros.
tonight,
Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and Wii U has gotten some news in the working. So there's a couple of things actually, a lot more than what's listed here, but
uh,
Cuckoos from Legend of Zelda are now in the game, which is great because,
really,
um, what?
cuckoos? You mean just like
The
the
chickens,
bird?
yeah.
Just the bird. What? Oh, I saw that trailer shot. Yeah. If you hit one of them, like the entire storm comes flying.
That's how it was in the game. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if it'll
yeah.
be the same, but what I'm
Maybe
hoping.
it's like a maybe it's like a final like a smash ball, like where maybe you can pick it up, or maybe
You
it's like a
smash
new.
just you get a
Oh,
chicken. I'm thinking you're gonna have to pick it up and like throw it and stuff, but if you hit it, it just gets angry and it just smashes at you.
if is Melody in the game,
Is who?
like the bird from Wind Waker.
No.
Is that her name? Ah, because it could have been that could be her final smash. She throws a chicken at a
Yeah, I think
person,
Link's final
and
smash.
then and then and then all the chicken storm just comes flying in.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Nonetheless, I'm really happy that this next one, Luigi Smash. How much Smash Bros. Brawl have you played?
Um,
So if you
well,
don't know, Luigi Smash, he started tripping basically. You couldn't move. You were just doing this weird thing where you were surrounded in green light and everyone around you just they couldn't stand still and they kept tripping and they took constant damage.
I've played a bit. I have melee.
Melee, good old days.
Yeah,
When
I have a
things were actually
Wii.
good. But okay, so Luigi tripping is no longer a smash, so now it's the Polter Dust, presumably from Dark Moon, where he sucks his enemies.
Oh, that's
Luigi
gonna be
sucks his
cool.
enemies. Breaking news. Um, but I like it because I'm
Yeah,
not
that
gonna
sounds.
lie.
I mean, it's the other than their year of Luigi that Nintendo just have. That was his only game.
Which
Um,
side note, the year of Luigi sold horribly,
I know. I'm sad about
except for
that.
Dark Moon. Dark Moon was the
Yeah,
only game that sold well out of that. All the other Luigi
probably
games.
because it was so well hyped.
Probably. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Dark Moon was a good idea because I played a little bit of the first Luigi's Mansion.
It went by so quick.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was terrified at sometimes, but I was a kid. I
My
was cute.
when I was 5, I used to go over to my cousin's house,
All right.
and yeah, and like because my dad had work, he was in the middle of work, and we would I would watch him play video games. He had like he had a GameCube. He actually had an N64, which he rarely played, but um, and he would play games, and he would play Wind Waker, Luigi's Mansion, and we would sometimes play that Mario Kart where you could have two people, one on the back and one on the front.
Dude, not Legend, Zelda's moveset has also been revamped a little bit. You know her Fireball special thing? Her side
Um,
special?
yeah.
So her side special was to summon a fireball, and it was a little OP because you can go infinite amounts of distance and just spam it. But now it's been replaced with her armor from Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks popping out of nowhere and smashing your face in with a sword, which is cool. And there's a couple of other minor changes that I could go through here. Um, the motion sensor bomb has been refitted. Rosalina and Luna have been announced as a character, kind of
My
like
cousin was
Yoko.
really excited about Rosalina.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really glad that they brought Rosalina back because, dude, Mario Galaxy was fantastic.
It
Not gonna lie.
was. It was.
Oh man, I'd still play that if I had an nunchuck. Nintendo is redoing Pikachu Thunder Attack because, well, by redoing, there's just a cooler cloud now. It's really all there is to it. But well, it's a little different. It's kind of like a motion bomb, not a motion bomb, but it's kind of like a time bomb where you do the attack and then you can walk away and the thunder will come down behind you. So
Uh
that's
huh.
cool. So it's a little less OP. And
That's kind of it, is it? Isn't it?
that is it.
Yeah. I
As of right
thought.
now, there's more news. Obviously, they still haven't announced Yoshi, which I'm looking at the
What?
character list. Yoshi's not been announced yet.
Well,
Fox
maybe they're
hasn't been.
keeping it. Maybe they're keeping those like characters, those special characters. It's like they keep out Mario. It's like saying that they're going to keep out Mario. It's not going to happen. They're going to add him.
Well, I
It's just going to
mean,
be like a
Mario is
special
such a
announcement.
big part of the Smash Bros. Franchise, so they wouldn't keep him out. But Yoshi,
It's not. He's not just a big part of the Smash Bros. Franchise. He's a part of Nintendo. He's their
yeah, he
flagship
is.
character.
He definitely is. But I don't know. Yoshi's been with them. He's one of the original 8. He was in the very first Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Not Smash Bros. But Super Smash
Bros.
on
It
the
was
N64.
it was Super Smash Bros. Just that.
Oh, was it? I didn't
Yeah,
play it, but the
I've played
original
it.
8 characters was literally Pikachu, Mario, Link, Yoshi, Fox. Oh shoot, who else? I think Luigi was there, and there was one other. But there was 8 characters that original, and Luigi's one of those original 8 that's still around. And so far, none of those original 8 has been cut. Falco is who I'm thinking of, and mm, they haven't announced him yet. Everyone else is announced. All of the original 8, Fox is here, Mario's here. I don't know. I'm glad that they're changing up the lineup and the attacks and stuff because Mario was a really boring character to play and his down special was bull. Just saying.
I think it's gonna be interesting that we're gonna have Super Smash Bros. On the 3DS, so you can take it where you want to go with your
Oh
friends.
man, I'm gonna be so annoyed with that because it's definitely gonna have multiplayer content and you're gonna have to be connected to the internet just like Pokemon to do anything you want.
Seriously,
Friggin' on a portable handheld game, you have to play on the internet if you wanna do any of the good content, you know?
that's dumb.
I'm not gonna lie, I will sit for hours. I've sat for longer on my 3DS than I have on my Wii. Just playing freaking I don't know. It's like the 3DS isn't a portable console to me anymore. It's a console that I used to play games.
Hmm.
In other sort of Nintendo news,
There's a lot of news for Nintendo this week.
there was a lot of news for Xbox that I decided to cut out because there was too much.
Huh.
Mario Kart 8 devs, well, mostly because Xbox was like, hey, we're gonna do all this reform stuff, but it's really minor stuff. That's really not interesting at all.
Hmm.
But Mario Kart 8 devs have praised the power of the Wii U, saying that it's a much better game. It's a much better technical improvement. They're seeing a lot of advances. They have a lot more menu options coming up. They've completely revised the amount of stuff is on there. Instead of the old, like, what was there? There was like 32 courses on the last one, right?
The last one, the last
There were
Mario
8
Kart,
cups with 4 racetracks each, so
the
it.
last one I played was the one I was talking about earlier with my cousin. The one where you have one person in the front, one
Oh,
person on
Double
the back.
Dash?
Yeah, I loved that one. That
I'm
one was
so
so.
glad I
Me
did.
and my cousin were such a good team, though.
The last one I played was the Mario Kart, the one on the Wii. I didn't play the DS one. I think 6 was it?
It's weird how each game comes out with a gimmick and then just throws it away. It's like the Call of Duty type of thing,
I
except the
kind of like it.
gimmicks.
It gives that one game a little bit of individuality, you know?
Yeah,
Mario
yeah.
Galaxy is Mario Galaxy because it's Mario Galaxy. Who cares about the fact that Mario's actually in it? That's not what we're there for. We're there for some awesome 3D platforming and some confusing gravity puzzles, you know?
Yeah.
Some awesome platforming, which Mario 3D Land implemented at the very end of its game mind, but it was unique to that series, and I don't mind that they took it out. But Mario 8, they have 32 courses again. 16 are completely new. They're out of nowhere. Just a whole trailer, which looks, by the way, fantastic. Some of my friends were talking the other day, and they were saying that they were thinking of buying a Wii U just for Mario Kart 8.
Wow.
And I was like, it's gonna be the same thing as the one you have on your 3DS, you know that, right? Because he has a PlayStation 4. And he's like, I know, but it looks so good. I want it now. And there's like this one scene he was really into where you're going up a waterfall. It was something falls. I don't remember the stage, but it looked really good. I recommend you check out the trailer if you have not. I wonder if I can actually put that on the video feed.
I've tried doing that with YouTube. I don't know how that works. How do you put
Uh,
annotations and stuff like that with
Annotations,
link?
that's a post-producing thing. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of while I'm recording, I can play the trailer. Oh shoot.
Oh, you need like something like Sony Vegas or something like that.
They just got rated M. What?
What?
No, don't worry. The rated M is not Mario Kart. It's an ad for is this Ninja Gaiden Z. That's gonna be terrible. But I can set up a screen region, but I don't want to now. So we're just not gonna. You know what? Mario Kart 8's coming out. It's gonna come out over summer, and it's actually gonna probably help Wii U sales.
which I'm happy about.
The thing is, though, Smash Bros is coming out for the 3DS, and that's the one I think people are really excited for. So I don't think people are gonna buy a Wii U for Smash Bros and Mario Kart. If Smash Bros has been a Wii U exclusive, I totally would have gotten a Wii U. I'm not gonna lie, because that's the one I'm really excited for. What have we not done yet? Oh, FTL Advanced.
Duh. I was like, I was in my head. I was going 5, 4, 3,
Oh man, you have
2,
no idea how hyped
1.
up I have been for hard mode. Like, the reason I stopped doing FTL on my channel is because I realized I win every game except the ones I play on my channel. And so I'm just like,
It's
screw
like
it, man.
it's like that theory where once you observe something, it changes.
Oh
You
man,
ever heard of that?
that's
I don't know what
funny.
it's called. The not just like with humans, but with anything. So if you're not observing it,
Except
it'll be
monkeys.
different. Except monkey. Yeah.
No, if a monkey knows you're watching, they don't care, man. They do exactly the same thing. This is a study. We'll not talk about it, but in terms of FTL Advanced, if you guys don't know, FTL is an indie title, Faster Than Light. It's actually called FTL Faster Than Light, by the way. That's the official title, and the new title is FTL Faster Than Light Advanced Edition. So it's
It's a
gonna be one
free
of those
expansion pack.
games.
Yeah.
It is a free expansion if you bought it previously. Is it not more expensive now?
Let me check on Steam. I've got it popped up right now.
I have not.
FTL. It is still $10.
Sweet. Pick it up because it's an awesome game, and I've
Oh,
still
and the soundtrack is on sale.
the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just stole it off of YouTube.
But the soundtrack, in all honesty, people, I don't usually buy the soundtrack, but I
Oh no,
specifically bought the soundtrack for this game.
it's good.
It
It's
is incredible.
the thing is, I don't hear a lot of space music. There's not a lot of good space games. At least not recently.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I had to craft for Minecraft if that counts for anything, but
and also, dude, it's coming out for the iPad.
oh, I forgot about that, dude. I heard that yesterday and I was like, what? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
FTL?
I think
I
it's going to be a
guess
pretty good iPad game,
I'm not
actually.
gonna lie, yeah. The normal FTL, not the advanced stuff, because god, casual gamers would just die on the spot.
They would die of you get to choose between if you want the advanced edition on or
Advanced
off.
edition on and off. No,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping they don't put the advanced edition stuff on the iPad, because then I can
No, they
play
are. They are. You can
PC.
just
Oh, I'm disappointed
um.
now. Oh well,
I think they are at
the
least,
more
but
the merrier, I suppose. But
yeah. But
the advanced edition is twice as many ships.
no, there's two
No,
extra ships. Well,
no, there's
there's
two
Type
new
C.
races, and then all of those have an
Actually,
extra ship.
are there two new races?
No, there's one new race, but there's two new ships. Oh no, I don't have the
No,
Crystal Cruiser unlocked. That's why it's blacked out. Never mind.
no. It's let's see. There's Type C. So there's
There's
9 new
8 new
ships.
ships. 9 new
Well,
ships.
10 new ships. Sorry, because there's
10 new
Type B
ships.
of the Lavis cruiser. There's 10 new ships. There's a whole new like
There's a
sector.
whole new world to
It's a whole
begin.
new
A
world.
whole new place to save. There's a definite new attitude going. What? Did something just.
What?
My computer. I have blue screen.
Uh oh.
Oh, oh, oh. Nope, it's good.
Okay. Phew. I thought we were gonna have to start over this. I thought we were gonna have to
I
restart
was gonna
this.
say, how am I still talking to you? Oh, oh, I'm gonna load up FTL actually. You know what?
I don't think that's a good idea to do while we're
Yes.
doing it.
Yes. Hold on.
Oh shoot. Well,
The
doing
music
that.
is in the background, but I can't get a screen capture because it's in full screen.
Oh, you're doing it for the music. Okay.
Oh my god! I'm looking at the soundbar and it's like there's the music and then there's your voice channel and then there's my voice. Oh my god, this is the best. I'm gonna have to lower the voice on this so it's a bit loud. I hope
What
we
was I
don't
gonna
get
say?
copyright strikes on this.
I hope. No. Specifically, you are allowed to have footage and music playing of FTL, so
I
you're fine.
appreciate this. I'm an okay guy with this concept. So we're just gonna leave that playing in the background. Wait, no, but I was gonna play it. Aww.
Don't have it playing in the background. I think that's a bad idea though.
Yeah, because they're gonna hear the pew pew lasers and stuff here. They're gonna hear me click.
Oh, I thought you were just doing it for the music, dude.
Nope. The game's in progress. I'm gonna start a new ship actually.
I thought we were doing a
Nope.
podcast.
Man,
Well,
there's FTL to play. So I can confirm that there's a new ship. No oxygen.
oh boy. Would you like me
We
to
are
read the
live
patch
on the
notes?
scene.
Would you like me to read the notes?
Yeah, why not? Do you have those up on Steam?
I have them on yeah, Steam.
Alright, go nuts.
Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Gosh darn it! Where are the patch
Oh,
notes?
frick, it's the sun.
Here comes the sun. Doo 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 doo. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Tell you what, I'm just gonna go back to the title screen and we'll just chill with that music.
Alright, yeah. I'm trying to find the patch notes right now.
Oh, nope. It crashed. This is why I need a new laptop. See? I have to invest.
Alright. I don't see any patch notes, so
You don't see any patch notes?
yeah,
Well, how much of the
unfortunately.
new FTL have you played? In fact, you've put it up on your channel, haven't you?
Yeah, I put it yesterday. So if you want to see some gameplay from that, sorry for advertising, but if you want to see some gameplay for that, there should be a link in the description to my channel.
Yes, there is. I always put the links to the host, and I used to put... On episode 1, I put the links to the actual stories, but I knew that no one was clicking them, so I removed it. And I didn't want people to notice that I was using the same website for the very first one. Oh man.
Sorry about that. My dad just came in and gave me popcorn.
Ooh. I was gonna say, Skype just sent me an error message. Are you there?
I muted mic so there wouldn't be any talking.
Yeah, that's not a problem. This music, we're gonna keep with it while we talk about the next thing. Xbox boss Phil Spencer is now saying that virtual reality is not just a fad. You know what? Actually, this music is too good for this story. Sorry, Xbox. You can't handle the truth. But so
I hope me chewing isn't being picked up in the mic.
oh, it is.
Darn
Don't
it
worry,
all.
it's a little quiet. Anyways, the Xbox boss Phil Spencer has been talking about virtual reality, and Microsoft is joining the virtual reality game. So, big surprise, really. I'm gonna be honest. We were all kind of expecting it, but we were all kind of hoping it wasn't gonna happen. But it's happened. As we all know, Oculus Rift has been bought by Facebook. Sony has started VR, and apparently so has a lot of other companies. There's a number of third-party companies that are starting their own VR, like, basically box on your face thing, and it's becoming GDC Game Developer Con has been all about virtual reality this year. Boxes stuck on your face, as far as I can see.
Last time people tried virtual reality was the Virtual Boy.
Right?
I think that yeah.
We talked about that last time as well. If you guys don't know, the Virtual Boy actually sold worse than Wii-u. to put things into
Um,
perspective.
my mic's cutting out. My microphone's my headset's cutting out. Hold on one sec.
All right, but as of right now,
Oh,
on Game Developers Con, a lot
I
of
think
people
it's
were
fixed.
talking about it's not been the best Game Developers Con. It's got some shady practices, but there's been a lot of virtual reality this year, and a lot of it's low quality stuff compared to what the Oculus has. They've really improved. Sony VR is a lot lighter, according to people who were actually at Game Dev. Um, One more interesting thing is that virtual reality movies are in the testing phase, and this might be a side effect from Facebook acquiring the Oculus Rift and saying this can be a social experience, which
Yay!
so virtual reality movies are an idea is in testing. I spelled phase wrong, really,
You spelled
but
phase wrong.
yep. Anyways,
I've lost all respect for you.
I'm from the internet. I can make mistakes. But anyways, it's the idea is that you have the movie going on in front of you, but you can like look around the scene and like,
Oh yeah, yeah. They've already done that. They've created a way that you can watch like movies in a movie theater
oh, I get it, ha ha ha.
and YouTube.
But no, you can like look at stuff. What I'm really interested actually, Sony has integrated their PlayStation Move thing with their sort of what's it, Project Motion, Project something. What did they say there?
It was like a Wii ripoff, I think.
Not the PlayStation Motion. Let's be honest, everyone was gonna rip off Wii because it sold lots, and they're never gonna have the success that we have anyways.
Second highest console ever sold.
Yeah, I don't think consoles have ever really been sold on their graphics quality, has it?
No,
The
PlayStation
PlayStation
2.
1 was a lot worse in graphics than whatever Nintendo was having at the time, and it sold better.
Not really.
No, PlayStation 1 sold better than whatever the heck that Nintendo had at the time.
Nintendo had the Super Nintendo.
Didn't the Super Nintendo sell really well?
Yeah,
I don't
I was
know. I'm not the
I was
gamer,
talking about
so
graphics quality.
yeah, graphics has never been what sold a system from the looks of it.
Never. It's always been
Never.
the games.
And the Virtual Boy not sucking and taking up Nintendo's time and resources and stuff. Hmm.
Um,
But virtual reality is definitely a thing now, and according to Xbox, it's not going to be a fad, and they're investing early. Uh, what are your thoughts on virtual reality so far?
popcorn
Oh
currently
god,
in
are
my
you
throat.
dying? Kernels are the
Call
best part,
911.
though.
No, I'm
Don't
fine.
die in a kernel, that's just disappointing.
um, you know the virtual way was actually going to be a. It was advertised as a portable system.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it
can
had
dig that. Yeah, portable
it,
system on my face
it.
at all times.
No, dude, it didn't even have a strap.
What? How's
Yeah,
it gonna be portable? You're gonna have to hold it up with your
there was
hands.
this stand that you had to look inside in the most uncomfortable position
Okay, so you
ever.
had a stand for a portable system?
Yep.
That just sounds funny.
Yeah. And there was actually a ripoff of the Virtual Boy. It was called the R Zone.
I
It was
just
made by.
noticed we've been on this podcast for 55 minutes.
Wow.
Woo!
This is gonna be a long one.
I don't mind going overtime. Do
Yeah,
you
I
want to
don't
go
care.
overtime a little bit?
Let's go. Come on.
Uh,
I got all
I don't
night.
want to rush the story because this next one's really interesting and it might take up a long amount of time. Screw it, we'll go overtime. But on the terms of virtual reality, I personally don't like it that much. As like people are saying it's going to overtake how we play games altogether. Like it's going to become like a cell phone. Basically, everyone's going to be virtual reality games. They're not going
I
to
can
worry
see.
about.
Just to go back on that cell phone thing, I can just see like headsets turning into cell phones, and you're like on a call with someone when walking into
Oh
school,
yeah,
and you're just
it's going to be
walking into
like Google
school with
Glass,
this
but just
big
as
massive
goofy.
with this big massive box on your face, and
I don't
um,
know. Isn't that what Google Glass was hoping to achieve by having a cell phone on your face with
yeah,
cell phone
you can just
features?
in class you can just be watching football while they're talking.
Yeah, that'd be a handy feature, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but
Oh
they're
man,
prescription goggles.
really? I did not know that.
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh.
That would be my excuse to a teacher.
Oh dear. That that is not that is not a good thing to say to a teacher. So, according to EverQuest's developer, gamers should want all MMOs.
Wait, stop right there. According to EverQuest of developer,
EverQuest
that's what you just
developer.
said.
No, it says EverQuest dev on my thing.
No, I know, but you just said according to EverQuest to EverQuest developer. Or how
To
did
the
you say?
developer of EverQuest was what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know, but you said
I
it
don't know
some
what the
way
heck I
weird.
said.
If you were listening, just go back and if I'm
Nope,
wrong.
that's been cut out.
Gosh darn it, Nugent.
The power of post editing.
All
I'm
right,
hoping they
continue.
don't edit the podcast because that would be lame. But so the EverQuest developers are saying that MMOs should be free to play. Final Fantasy producers are saying that MMOs should be subscription based. Just right off the bat, what are your thoughts? I have both articles pulled up.
Free to pay. That's what I'll.
That's You're making stuff up. I did not say free to pay. That would be silly.
No. I'm just saying that's what all MMOs are.
Free to pay. You're definitely welcome to pay for your MMOs.
But we were talking about this. I don't know. Was this in the podcast? I was talking about Wizard 101. Were we
Yeah,
talking about that?
no.
Yeah.
What Final Fantasy producers are saying is that a lot of developers have switched their MMOs to free to play, trying to make a quick buck. They're trying to sort of grab at people like, "Hey, try our MMO," and then like maybe donate, and then you ever heard the term whales?
Well, I've been to Wales. No.
Whales are what in a gaming community is someone who will pay for extra content in a game
mm.
repeatedly. Someone who will abuse in-game content in order to be the best at one specific game.
So basically that South Park episode. Well, what was it called?
I don't know. I don't watch South Park.
They did a they
Played
did
the
a
game. Don't
they
play it if you're under 21 or 18 or whatever the
um
legal age of consent is in your country.
but
It's probably like 40 in Pakistan.
I think people get married at 14 there.
uh,
Could be wrong, but
I'm
no.
not fine with going.
In the episode they are making a spoof of World of Warcraft. They actually got Blizzard to help them with it,
No
and
way.
they did. They had Blizzard animate some stuff
What
for them.
game is this?
World of Warcraft, and
Wow.
there was this one guy who had played for. There was a joke, and it said it was this man has played for almost every hour of every day for the last 5 years. How do we kill him? And then one of the guys says, "How do you kill one who has no? How do you kill one who has no life?"
He probably has like 6 other lives in the back burner. Like, whenever you're ready, guys.
But and he was just the best player, and you could not defeat him. So the boys, they decide to give up their social lives to work every single day to build up their stats to defeat him.
Oh man, this sounds epic.
It is. It's a really funny episode.
Is this South Park?
Yeah.
I want to watch South Park now.
It's not on Netflix, unfortunately.
Oh, I can't watch it now.
It might be on
I don't watch any TV, dude.
it
Like,
might be on Amazon Prime.
ooh. Eh. On the topic of MMOs, you said you played Wizard 101. That's a free-to-play MMO.
Yeah, the MMO. No, it's not. Well, it is free to play, but you want to get the subscription, obviously. The one I'm playing right now is Hawken. It is
Oh
so
man.
fun.
Hawken is a lot better than most MMOs, where a lot of MMOs are like, by the way, if you bought the subscription, you can get extra experience, you can get extra cards, you can get extra guns, you have extra shop options. See these shop options? Yeah, they're for the extra players. They're for the deluxe package. You're just the common regulars.
Those filthy commoners.
Oh man. No, but a lot of MMOs do actually do that. They do try, like, sort of wave at you with a stick. Like, you're not the deluxe package. You didn't pay for this game. You're free to play one of
EA,
our. Yay! Hmm. I'm not gonna lie.
we're
I've been liking EA a little bit more, but then Ground Zero happened and I was dropped out the window.
wait. Did EA make Ground Zero?
Metal Gear Solid?
Mm-hmm.
That was EA, right?
No, it was whoever makes it was a EA is not Japanese based.
They're not.
No,
Oh my god! I gotta look this up. It's
or
It's Konami
Wikipedia.
Productions. What?
Yeah, yeah.
Konami? No. Now I have to pretend I like EA.
Don't worry. The that was a prequel, so the real Metal Gear Solid 5 will be
Okay,
pretty
but
good.
Metal Gear Solid was $30, and I actually paid for that bull.
It was ridiculous. I got it.
You're hearing about my money problems right now, dude. You understand.
Yeah.
I could have a Wii U right now if it wasn't for Metal Gear Solid 5. That's
Speaking of Amazon,
Oh yeah. So, Amazon has done, like, I didn't even realize it. They're producing video games. I didn't notice. When was this? And they're
I didn't.
so serious. They're hiring professional game designers and professional artists from the game industry. They're not going to any artists. They're not going to freelance artists. They're going to professional artists, and they're going to make AAA games. That's hilarious. That's like Nintendo announcing
I'm
their new clothing
surprised. I mean,
line.
kudos for them. If they're good, then kudos for them.
The response is mixed, as probably expected. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Amazon just trying to cash in on the money, like Facebook is. You're just trying to get into the biggest market." And then there's people like, "Hey, business goes where they can make money."
Yeah, and Amazon's pretty cool. I just recently got into Amazon for buying stuff.
I ordered my new laptop with it.
Yeah, I used to just buy stuff on eBay. That's where I get all
Oh
my old
no,
stuff
eBay
now.
is just, it's not a good site.
Yeah, well, you
By the
can't
way,
get.
if you're gonna go over eBay, don't pay with like PayPal or something. Pay with your credit card. Best way to guarantee that you can get your money back.
Mm.
Just a PSA for all of you eBay buyers. And actually, this goes in general. If you buy anything and you can buy with credit card over PayPal, go do that because it's a lot easier to get your money back over credit card with PayPal. Especially because PayPal has like this policy where if you go 3 months after you've bought something, then you can't get your money back at all. It's one of their policies. So if you buy a game and then you get bored with it after like 4 months, you can't return it at that point if you bought your game over PayPal.
Yeah,
So just keep that aware when you're buying your games because games are not cheap nowadays.
they are not. Games used to be $50.
Games used to
So
be
they,
$30. I had to Pokemon Coliseum on the GameCube was 30 was 29.99, and my dad was like, "Well, I can get you that, but it's a bit expensive because the other games were all 24.99." And so I'm like, me and my brother were both like, it was we were both did something cool, and we were like, hey, let's get some games. And so my dad, he was like, getting one for both of us. He said, I'll get you the $30 game if both of you share it, which was like a death sentence between the two of us, man. We did not share anything, but Pokemon Coliseum was the latest Pokemon game. We were both really into Pokemon. Sarv's not anymore, but not Sarv. Sakul is not into video games anymore, but games used to be $30, and it was really hard convincing our parents to buy that. I don't know how the hell kids are getting GTA 5 and Call of Duty Ghosts now on
oh,
Xbox
you can
One.
you can get it. You can get it. You can just have your parents buy you like Microsoft points, and you can just buy it with that on the Microsoft Store.
That's still a crap load of money, though.
It's $50.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
a lot of money.
that's what
If I was,
Nintendo
I
games
would.
used to be. That's what regular Nintendo games used to be on the
I just
Nintendo.
said friggin' Pokemon Coliseum was $30, man, and that was expensive as hell too. I like get. I
No,
would
I'm
get
talking like the NES games.
any. How much was an NES game?
$50.
Wasn't NES before the inflation started? What?
No, that's what was the price of a regular Nintendo game.
No way.
Wait, I watched the Angry
Are you
Video
sure
Game
you're not
Nerd.
just looking at Amazon right now and you're like, yep, $50
No,
for Super
no,
Mario World, the original.
no, I'm talking about I'm talking, dude. Those things are worth a dime a dozen. Really,
Wow,
they're well, Super Mario. There's so many of them, and you can just
that's interesting. I did not know that.
yeah, they're really cheap. You can probably get it for like $4, probably.
Or you can find an emulator.
And yeah, it's better to play it with the original because you actually get the feel of it. But
Yeah, Space Invaders will never be Space Invaders without that arcade booth.
yeah,
It's just a fact. But on this topic of Amazon, they started hiring Portal and Far Cry's designers.
Valve designers.
The guys who made Portal, yeah. The first
Wow,
Portal, mind, not Portal 2. Which there's a lot of contingency about, because,
I liked it.
Portal 2 doesn't capture the spirit of Portal 1.
I liked it. I did.
Have you played them both?
Yep.
Which one do you like better?
Honestly, I like Portal 2 better than Portal 1.
Do you?
It could just be because I played it first and it's longer.
The argument for the other side is that Portal 1 is shorter, and it's not drawing out the story. It's not like, oh, epic cinematics. It's not
Oh,
all
I
about.
don't I don't care about that. I just liked it better because there was more time for me to enjoy it.
There was a lot of
They're
gimmicky
both.
stuff in
Don't
the
get me wrong,
original.
everybody. They are both fantastic games. Like
Oh,
I'm
standalone,
talking
yes, but
I'm
Portal 2
talking
has
like
this obnoxious habit of being, um,
I'm talking like ninth Doctor fantastic type thing.
Ninth
With
Doctor.
it,
Oh my
it
god.
is fantastic, just fantastic.
Portal 1 was a small developing game, though. It was made by, like, a small section of Valve that had an idea, and they were like, hey, let's make a physics sandbox. And it happened to have one of the best characters of all time. It happened to have some really good jokes. It had some decent puzzles. And it became one of the biggest games that we've ever referred to, basically. If you don't know what Portal is, you have not lived, basically,
As a gamer,
as a gamer. If you're like a blonde girl, don't worry. You shouldn't be here anyways.
okay,
You've come
that's
to the
mean.
wrong part of
That's
the
that's
internet.
mean, dude. Dude, that's mean. That's really mean.
Women are not wanted here.
Okay, that's even
Fat old
worse.
guys only.
I really hope you're being sarcastic right now.
I actually know a couple girls who play like hardcore video
You know,
games.
50% of the audience that plays video games are women, right?
Actually, 40%.
You want to get into statistics? This is why
Statistics.
I am such a good. I'm so good at recording. I mean, really, I don't stutter at all.
It only took an hour, dude. An hour and 9 minutes, by the way.
Shall we move on to Ubisoft?
Uh, we could.
You're running this show. I'm just along for the ride.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to talk about Portal more, but yeah, I'm just gonna rant. Basically, is how it's gonna go.
If you want to talk more about Portal, I'm all ears.
Let me just say, I liked Portal for its story, not for its puzzles, and I think that's why people liked Portal 1 better than Portal 2. It was shorter, it had better made puzzles, and that's what people were there for. I was in it for the story, so I liked Portal 2 better.
Yeah, everybody wanted closure to the story though. So, but the ending songs for both games, they are just engraved into my mind as some of
They
the
are
best
very
songs I've
clever,
ever
yeah.
heard.
Those are good. I should start playing music
Well,
on this
here we are
podcast.
again It's
So,
always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice?
I mean,
Oh,
really.
how we laughed and laughed. Okay, I'll stop it.
I just started. I one clap, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You want me to continue?
No, we'll try something else. We'll try happy. Cause I'm happy, clap along.
Give me a second. I gotta switch out the batteries in my headset. Can you like just stall for like a second? Just go doo 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 or something
Man,
like that.
you don't understand my stalling skills. How do you
Let's
think I play
see.
Minecraft?
Batteries,
I mean, it's about
batteries,
building in
batteries,
Minecraft.
batteries, 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 batteries. Do I have one down here? Yes, I do. And
Let
here we
me just
go.
X out some of these tabs so I can.
There we go.
I don't need you. I don't need you. You know what? Here's a little shout out. Leave in the comments below if there's any one song in a video game you really like, and I might try to incorporate a couple of them in the next podcast, just like at a really low volume. Have it play on repeat for like, I don't know, 20 minutes each. We'll play like the FTL team, the
Just the karaoke
Pokey
version
Park
of it.
theme, I don't know, the My Sims theme is actually pretty good, but it's like, it gets old after like 5 minutes. I don't
It
know.
does.
If you play
Um,
Dark Souls, that has some really good music to it.
the um, the original Legends of Zelda music.
The 8-bit one.
Yeah, like the it was actually he actually designed it so that it would that you could just listen to it. He would sit there with headphones for hours listening to it,
Yeah,
and if he didn't get bored, it meant that he created a song that he liked. That was his philosophy.
that was his philosophy. Yeah, same thing was with the original Mario series. But then they were like, hey, we don't want these two games to be too similar, so we're gonna move the producers.
Hmm.
But the original Mario tune's the same way. He listened to it for hours before he was satisfied with it. And actually, here's a bit of fun Zelda trivia. In the original Zelda title, it was meant to be like a popular pop song at that time for the title music, but they were having trouble with the copyright, and as a placeholder, the guy made the current Zelda music, and then he expanded on and expanded on and became what it is right now. That's what we need on this podcast, man. Some
Yeah.
real game. That's how you get hyped for your homework, because that's probably what you're doing on this podcast. Homework hype.
If it weren't on the weekend right now and I didn't have homework.
Oh man, I need to do physics. That's actually why I'm
Oh,
in
Lord.
my room on my laptop.
In right now in third grade, people like in Japan, people are learning physics. Third graders.
What?
Yeah,
Like Newton's law and stuff, I
yeah,
get.
like real physics.
Forces and everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn it, Japan!
Why you gotta one up us all the time? Get it?
There's always somewhere.
I made a video game joke
Even in
somewhere in
like
there.
Western RPGs, like the ones that I like. Not to insult JRPGs because Ni no Kuni was a pretty good game, but hmm, I'm starting to feel like Japan has too much influence on the rest of the countries of the world.
Yeah. I never realized it, but they really do.
Tell you what, would you like to say the next story?
I don't have the news, but I'll say it. Sure.
You have the title, and
Yeah.
here's the link.
Oh, sweet. All right. Ubisoft has not abandoned is apparently announced, and they are not abandoning the PS3 and the Xbox 360 anytime soon. And if the link would open up, I would tell you why.
Ubisoft is abandoning the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 soon, which is, of course, the last console generation. According to Vice President Lionel Reynard, he said that they will support the last generation platform because we have games for them. It's a good
No,
reason.
did you? I've seen the talk about Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Have you played that yet?
Uh, I heard it was a lot better than the last one, but I heard it was a
It
lot shorter.
is phenomenal. It's shorter. I'll
Is
give it
it?
that, but it is phenomenal. Like they added that pirating system. They expanded on the like the last one's like
Oh,
sailing
you know
system.
what? This is
It
something
is
that wasn't written
so
on
much
here.
fun.
Did you hear about their announcement?
What?
Um, Ubisoft announced that they are going to make a new Assassin's Creed every single year
No. So what they've been
until
doing.
people stop buying it. Because clearly, if they buy the new Assassin's Creed every single year, they want Assassin's Creed every single year. This was one of the big things that really annoyed me about Ubisoft earlier. It was like they said their policy was that if people buy their games, they will make games for them, which is in theory not a bad policy. But when you make them every single year, in a game that needs as much depth as Assassin's Creed does, you kind of have to wonder where their creative integrity is going. That might just be me though. I don't know.
I don't know. I
Um,
really did enjoy that last Assassin's Creed. Like,
yeah, I mean,
really.
there's going to be a new one this year, and there'll be another new one next year.
And apparently they're just gonna get rid of the sailing, so it's just gonna be sad.
Oh God, no! What a plot's going to go after this, man.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll buy the next one because it's just gonna
I
be.
mean, in all honesty, in an industry as rapidly evolving as games are right now, it might not be a bad idea, but I feel like pushing a game like Assassin's Creed, which is so story heavy and so like into its history and its culture and reveling in its environments, and mind you, it's supposed to be about assassinations, but it really isn't. Um, I don't know. I feel like making one of those every year is just gonna put so much pressure on the team, or they're just gonna put out crap games. Um, it's however the thing spins. But as for
As for I can't hear you right now. Stop speaking, please. Microphone.
what? Sorry.
I couldn't hear you. What was happening?
As for right now, Reynolds' book to the side of Assassin's Creed Unity is announced for Xbox One and PlayStation this year, but it will also come for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So there's no point in getting a new console, you know? If that
Yeah.
was all you were there for.
Huh. If you're just there for Ubisoft games, not a real reason to get a new console,
Also, you could have
unless it's Watch Dogs, because Watch Dogs looks so good.
Watch Dogs totally looks good. Is this a new game?
Do you see that picture that's right there?
I do.
It's Watch Dogs is basically a guy hacking the government simulator.
I was kind of looking at that and I was like, this is going to be the stupidest story
No, no, it's
ever. Lately, I've just not liked any story in games at all. It's just like, all of them seem like bull. All of them seem like they're just victims to bad writing that has to be catered to the game and not vice versa. Characters are so badly made nowadays, it's ridiculous.
yeah. Did you play
But
Dishonored?
only a little bit. I was mostly
I
into going full stealth, and when I quickly found out that it was really difficult in some levels just designed to do the war banter sort of way, and some levels were just designed to do the stealth way, and if you weren't doing one or the other, you had like, what was it, you had bonuses for going all stealth for this amount, and then you had, it basically had a morality system, and I was like,
yeah.
screw that, man. I
I
can't be bothered to
really
be
that I
good half.
really
Go for it.
uh, I really did like that story. I don't know if you did, but I really did.
I couldn't really get into it. I was
I
mainly just on the
also
game.
I was also really into the world that they made. I
I
mean,
should mention that's a sign of like, some good gameplay when you don't care about the story. When you can totally ignore the story and you can just focus on your
even when
game.
the story is good, because the story is pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Portal 2, actually, Portal 2 interrupted its gameplay for its story, and that was a little annoying to me. I feel like you have to kind of make them mesh together, but you can't have one just interrupt the order in the middle of something, you know?
Yeah,
It might be okay in like a once in a while type deal. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. There's probably a college for this stuff.
there is many colleges for game developing. You
I
want to get
should
in with
rephrase it. There's probably a legit college that's not trying to sap money out of you somewhere.
probably
Probably.
not entirely. I mean, you're the one
There are
that's going to
so
college
many
soon.
colleges that are like barely standard that are like, hey, we accept your SAT score. we accept you even if your SAT scores are 700. I'm like, dude, if your college accepts students that are 700, what kind of students are you expecting? Because and they're like, oh, it's like, games are a creative industry. It's fine, but in general, I find that if you're not being expected of something, you're just being treated as a child. Chances are you're not getting something legit. If Minecraft is like, hey, if you sign up right now and go to this website, and you can get it for free, it's totally easy. You're not expected to do anything at all. In fact, we have extra parts for you pre-made. Then some alarm bells go off because if you're not expecting your players to play your game, if you're not expecting your students to learn, you're not doing your job as a college, are you?
Mhm. Um, my philosophy is instead of doing the thing myself and for a person, teach them how to do it. Do not give them the fish, but
Okay,
teach them how to use
like
the
I just
fishing
said,
rod.
my sister has been playing My Sims Agents, and she doesn't want to do anything. And there's no teaching her how to play My Sims Agents, I can guarantee that.
You should just have her watch a walkthrough.
The problem is my mom doesn't approve of her playing video games, so usually like when she's playing, my mom will be like, "Oh, by the way, here's a sandwich. You have to eat it." And so it'll be like me balancing, "Okay, do this part, then do this, and then oh, and take a bite. Take a bite. Come on, you're not eating. Come on." I'm turning into a parent. It's ridiculous. I didn't realize handling children is so hard. Urgh.
I can't imagine.
Hmm.
I don't have any younger siblings. I'm the youngest.
Alright, so we have two stories left, and I'm gonna be honest, one of them. Oh my god, that's misinformation. Nope, don't look at that. I'm
Uh,
gonna resend you a file. You know what? I'm just gonna type a number.
which one are you talking about? Oh my god.
So, what, you wanna do the next one as well?
You can do this one. I'm still my jaw dropped.
So, a total of. Oh god, I knocked my mic. This is what happens when you talk with your hands. Okay, so a total of
Wait, how do
1,000.
you talk with your hands?
I
Do,
make
do you
hand
just?
movements.
I thought you meant like you're doing like that like that hand puppet
I
guy
just
where you have the
start
two.
making fart noises and they turn into words.
No,
Cause
I
see,
think
no, my mom is really. She says this is a bad habit. I don't know if it is. I've heard it's a normal thing, but when when I talk, I have to make motions with my hands. So like when I just talked about making fart noises, I was actually making fart noises with my hands. I don't
okay.
know. It's just if I talk about making a phone call, I'm one of those people who has to make this like the phone sign with their hand. Like,
I saw these gloves that they have like a mic pinky and an earbud in the thumb
oh wow,
and
that
and
I'm not sure how you fit an entire phone on there. But the point is, I use my hands a lot. Okay. I've
it's
heard it's
it's
an
it's
Italian thing, which is bull because I'm nowhere near Italian. But on the topic of PlayStation,
yeah. Let's get back to that.
for the PlayStation 4, they had 200 developers at their launch. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna get a vast, extensive games," and but extra credits talked about this. They talked about how developing for the PS4 is actually they made it a lot easier, and so they're expecting a bunch of indie companies. 1,000 developers have signed up to make games for the PlayStation 4.
That actually pretty much amazed me.
Rogue Legacy is on there. Don't Starve is already made and on there.
The
So many indie games have gotten on the PS4.
the
It's
the
amazing.
the free game for the month for the people who signed up for
For the PSN.
yeah PlayStation Network. It is what is it? It's
I don't know. I don't have a PS4.
I just got it today because I just got the free game because it just came out for the April.
Right?
I got and it's like a side scroll. It's actually not that bad.
Is
I
it?
got they've been releasing a lot of side scrollers for the free games, but this one was I can't even think of it. But it's pretty good. I thought it was fun. And it's like it's in the style of those old arcade side scrollers where you have the gun, you can aim up, you can't aim down. I can't remember what it's called. It's
A side-scrolling gun shooter. Sounds like
yeah,
Duke Nukem.
except that was 3D.
Ooh.
But to get back on to what we were talking about before,
Sorry, I had to take some water because friggin' hell, my voice is dry.
but getting back to what we were talking about before, I think this is going to be great for PlayStation.
I'm not gonna lie, now I see why PlayStation is kicking everyone else's butt right now, because they have developers who have big followings, like Legacy. The guy who made Rogue Legacy tweeted out, "We're making Rogue Legacy for the PS4." People are gonna go to PS4. That's gonna sway people, you know?
Yeah,
If I see FTL for the PlayStation 4, it influences my decision about buying a Wii U. If I see FTL for the Wii U, I'm gonna buy the Wii U now, no matter what.
um, I just realized something.
Go for it.
Watch Dogs is no longer a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Steam now.
Yep. You're not buying it, are you?
No, no, it's available in a month.
Oh, I did not know that. I wasn't a big. I didn't play a lot of Watch Dogs, so I didn't. I don't know a lot about that.
It's not out yet,
Yeah,
so
but they're announcing that it's not going to be PS4 exclusive. So
which that
again,
actually
opening up their doors, networking a little bit.
yeah, but that kind of just
Not for the Wii
influenced.
U, I noticed, but that's fine because it's not technically catered to the Wii U casual audience.
Yeah,
The Wii U is not even really a casual game anymore, is it?
I guess not.
I'm not gonna lie, they had some sweet motion panoramic stuff, which, mind you, not Oculus, Facebook was trying to recreate with the Oculus Rift, not realizing that Wii U had already done it, and Google Glass had already done it, and Virtual Boy had technically done it, but at a much worse quality, and it wasn't as effective.
And it killed your eyes.
Yeah. Did it really?
It did.
That's depressing.
It took people's vision that was 20/20 down to like I don't know something horrible. I don't
By
know
the way,
the
did you know that the Xbox One was called the Xbone?
yeah
I did not
I
know
did.
that until very recently, and I thought it was hilarious.
And the PS4 was called the Pisser.
I don't believe that. Although, considering the maturity of the gaming audience lately, I wouldn't be surprised, but... Oh dear.
I probably should turn that off. Sorry.
No worries. Tell you what, I'm just happy that there's so many developers on consoles. Even though I probably won't be getting one in the near future. Or at least not one
Yeah.
of the newest gen. Last story. DayZ has sold 1.7 million copies and has opened another studio.
In Slovakia.
Yeah, this is also from GameSpot if you're looking around on there. Um, wait, where is it? Did I accidentally delete that tab? Nope, here it is. New studio, which is experienced with hunting games, will be working on DayZ. Now, before I
Um.
say anything else, DayZ was a mod created for Arma 2 originally, and now it's a standalone
Right.
game.
Yeah.
But the person who originally made the mod has left. The one guy who made the DayZ mod,
They sold it to they sold it to Bothema. So now
yeah,
the people who made Arma 2 are now making DayZ. And they used a lot of the resources from Arma 3 to build DayZ up a bit.
yeah. Which I should mention, DayZ's beta is not coming out until late 2014. The alpha probably won't be out until 2015, and who knows if this game will ever be finished after all the hell it's been through. Like, the game is basically sold all it's going to sell at this point. Let's be honest. Anyone
Yeah.
who was hoping for standalone DayZ has gotten a buggy, Like
I
the
have it.
laggy, unoptimized, unpolished early access version of DayZ at full price.
$30, not full price.
If you're on Steam and you pay more for $30, more than $30, you're getting a humble bundle or you're doing something wrong. But DayZ's original developer, who was a guy in his garage who made a mod for a game, he's not a professional game developer, sold his standalone game, which is buggy as hell. It's in early access, and again, it's selling millions of copies because people are stupid. I don't know. DayZ is one of those things where
Hey,
right now, the sooner it dies, the happier I'll be.
I like the game. Okay, it's fun. It's sad when you die. I'll give you that. Incredibly sad.
But
I nearly
now it's just
cried.
been staying alive too long. Like, you're just milking it for money at this point, and the most annoying thing is that people are buying it. Why are people buying it still?
Because they had so much hype for the original Daisy,
The
and they
standalone DZ that won't be coming for at least a year and a half.
yeah. Well, you get it cheaper if you buy it now.
And it's Arma 2 who's behind it. Surely you have better funding than this. Arma 2 was developed in like 6 months, 8 months ish.
Which is actually pretty surprising for how big it is.
It's a good game, Arma
It's
2.
a pretty good game, especially
Considering
its
it has
map
modern
editor,
support, it's
and its map
perfectly
editor is
optimized.
so good. Like
Yeah,
it's
compared to that,
really good.
DayZ is terrible. But DayZ got a lot of traction, and now the guy who made DayZ is just he basically
He's just
sold out.
laughing. He's laughing in his garage right now.
No, he's part of professional game companies now.
Yeah, he's
That's the thing
laughing.
that's really annoying me. You didn't make a game. You made a mod for a game, and then you made a buggy, unoptimized game, and then you sold it to good developers because you knew that you couldn't do anything with it.
Hey, he
And now
made
the
out
game's
with.
not going to go anywhere. Is basically what we're seeing, and people are still buying it.
Well, no one knows what happens in the future.
I'm
So
going to give you a PSA right now. If DayZ, they're probably going to delay, and I can say that with like certainty. They're probably DayZ isn't even a focus for them. They haven't
yeah.
had an update in ages, and I know because I have a
Um,
friend who plays it religiously.
let me see. What's the
If
last
this
update?
thing comes out in 2015, early 2015, go for it. It might even be a good game. But otherwise, there's probably tons, tons of other shooters that have come out that are just as good, that are probably like $3 on Steam, that
If
are
you're
much
gonna get
better.
an early
Don't
access
even get it
game,
on Steam. Get it on GOG.com. Have you ever tried GOG.com?
good old games. Yeah, I have it.
Good old games.
But if you're
Alternative
gonna
to
get an
Steam, just as good. You know what?
if you're gonna get an
Origin right
early
now
access,
is not bad, right? EA is not being a bad company right now, which is
yeah, they're not
surprising.
being that bad. But to me, if you're gonna get an early access game, get Hawken. It's free. It doesn't push things in your face, and it's really fun. It
Yeah.
really is.
You know what?
And
I'm
I'm
gonna
not trying to
go.
be a seller.
I'm gonna sign up for Origin right now.
Really?
Yep. Screw you, Steam. Even though I play all your
I love
games.
you. Screw you. Yeah, I love you.
Uh,
But I think that ends the podcast, guys.
that's
So
it. We are out of news to talk about. I said this yesterday, and people were like, "Thank God."
I really did enjoy this though. So if you ever want me on again, please just notify me.
Man,
This was fun.
I'm not gonna lie. This was actually a lot of fun. It's nice talking to people who know what they're talking about. That's what the first podcast was, and that's what this podcast was. Let's call that one to podcast 2.1.5. Okay. Yesterday was not. It wasn't the proper talk about games in general. It wasn't proper talk on the industry. Today, although yesterday, again, thank all those guys for coming because it was a very unprepared last minute thing, and
So was this.
I recognized that I was not prepared for that one. You know what? Fair enough, Ibni. Fair enough. I was not prepared for this one either. But this time I had a list. This time I had a
Wait, what did you
list.
not? You didn't have a list last time?
No, last time I was just going on random websites and I was like flipping through pages, and then that stupid kid kept talking about League of Legends. turning my
Oh.
head for some reason. I don't know why. I'm like a little bird.
You probably think Slenderman's behind you.
My
Is he
back is
there?
to a
Is he
wall.
there? Is he there?
It's kind of late while
Yeah.
recording this. We're not going to talk about that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching Kingdom Gaming Podcast episode 2, I guess, is how we're rolling with this. If you would like to know more about Ibni, dude, where can they find you?
I am at. I'm not sure if I have a dedicated channel link. Let me check.
Well,
Uh,
his
I came
channel will be in
prepared.
the description down below, but
I came prepared. YouTube.com/Ibney00 with a capital I. And it's spelled
how do
IB.
they
And
spell Ibni? Because I spelled it wrong twice while trying to get to it.
yeah, I don't have a dedicated channel link. It is capital IBNEY 00. And
Yeah.
I do, at the moment, I'm doing a Walking Dead playthrough, a the Ninja playthrough, and when I get to it eventually, I will also be doing,
Half of those are
well,
good games.
half of them. And when I get to it again, I will probably continuing my Star Wars Knights of the Old
And
Republic
there'll be
2 playthrough.
FTL.
And there'll be FTL, because
There
I'll
will be
probably be.
FTL. You know what? I was talking. Tell you what. I'll tell you about this on off camera for now. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all in another video.
Next time!